Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ. I did get a message from Virang saying that he was going to be a few minutes late on the Discord, so we are going to go ahead and start without him. And I do apologize for the AC running. It might run for just a few more minutes, but it should be done after that, at least for the time being. We are picking up roughly where we left off after having accepted a contract on the planet of Baker 3. Let's see, we did have some celebrations, we had some birthdays, we did some maintenance, we've got some, we got work on the archers ready in 1 week and 2 weeks. I did spend a little bit of XP off camera. Wasim improved her artillery skill. Enaber improved his gunnery and piloting ground vehicle skill so that he could become an artillerist. Let's ungroup that by unit and take another look at that. Enaber was a vehicle crew member with with good artillery skill, but poor piloting and gunnery skills. I could have sworn that was the other way around. Anyway, yeah, Enaber with good artillery improved their gunnery and piloting skills so they could become a long-time crew member. Kumiko improved their gunnery or artillery skill. Boo improved his artillery skill twice, and Brooke improved her gunnery skill. Ataraxi was telling me on Discord about how cool Copperhead ammo is, so I went ahead and got some for the Long Tom and Thumper on order. I've got, let's see, the Long Tom ammo is 5 per ton, so I ordered 10 tons, so it'd have 50 shots. Copperhead ammo is 20 shots per ton, so I ordered 5 tons, so I've got 100 shots of that. I also, because the Copperhead ammo meshes well with the tag, which we have in storage, so does semi-guided ammunition, so I went ahead and ordered some of that as well. These numbers don't quite match because I decided to go ahead and add some. Initially, I was only going to buy a couple tons of LRM-20 semi-guided ammo, but then I was like, you know what? If we have a mech with an LRM-20, we're going to spend at least 1 or 2 tons immediately just equipping that mech with that ammo, and then we want a ton or 2 left over for reloads. So I went ahead and upped that to 4 tons for the SRM-20. I upped that to 6 tons for the LRM-15. We've got 4 tons for the LRM-10. I think we only have 1 mech with LRM-10s. But the LRM-5s we have plenty of, so I went ahead and ordered 12 tons of that. Because we've got the longbow, we've got the Kraken, we've got the Stalker, those all have LRM-5s. So yeah, I'm gonna spend about 1 million C-bills on LRM-5 semi-guided ammo, and about another 1 million on other semi-guided ammo, so about 2 million and change for that. Speaking of 2 million and change, we did get paid an advance to the tune of 46 million C-bills. We also got a reimbursement for the transport to the tune of 17 million C-bills, but that's going to come back out as we move towards our contract site. If there's anyone in chat, I'm not seeing it, but I am getting multiple welcomes to the chat room, so I do apologize if you're trying to chat with me and I'm not seeing it, but I'm just getting a constant reconnecting to that. So I will go ahead and continue on as if no one is trying to chat with me until I see otherwise. But it does seem to be glitching out a bit, so if you're trying to chat with me, I do apologize, I'm not seeing it. As far as the interstellar map, we are traveling to Baker 3. It is going to be 4 jumps. We do have some refits that we would like to try to do en route. That is going to be a total time of 33 days. So some of these refits we might actually not be able to do. Let's see. Oh, looking at my notes, I did notice there were a couple of things in the campaign options. Firstly, last week when I was going through the campaign options for operations, and I believe it was digital GMs, I was talking about how I didn't want tornadoes, but then I left this box unchecked, so I went ahead and checked that off camera, just to give you guys a heads up. One other thing I did off camera is advancement abilities. I think it was utility abilities. Patient. I changed my mind on how I was going to handle patient. Initially, I was going to disallow it entirely, but then I decided, you know what, I would go ahead and allow it, but only as an ability that comes to characters when they spawn. So you can't buy patient. Oh, look, welcome to the chat room again. Okay, so that's 4 times now that I've been welcomed to the chat room. So again, if you're in the chat room, I do apologize. I'm not seeing it. I seem to be getting an intermittent connection. But patient is now an ability that can only be picked up upon character creation. It cannot be bought. It is considered a flaw for that reason. So that is one other thing I wanted to touch on. Other than that, we'll go ahead and apply that, even though I don't think we changed anything. We wanted to take a look at the Jenner. Let's go ahead and sort these guys properly. We've got by name, by weight, and then by not tag. No, by name, by weight, and then by status. Yes, that's how we do it. Okay, so the Jenner gonna be at the bottom, gonna be okay. I would like to outfit the Jenner with some endo steel so that we can give it a couple extra jump jets and maybe half a ton of armor. So let's go ahead and see how long that's going to take. I don't think that's actually going to be a refit that we have set up already. So we're going to need to customize that in the Mech Lab. 7F Mark II. I doubt that's going to work for us, but okay, structure. Endo steel saves us 1.5 tons. We'll add half a ton of armor. That's 1 to the arm, 1 to each leg, and 2 to the head, and 1 to the center torso. Actually, let's make that the center torso rear so we can take a clan pulse laser to the rear. And then oh yeah, 2 jump jets. And those are going to go on the side torsos, naturally. And that is going to take us 27,950 minutes. Or the better part of 56 days, which is more than we really have, but we're going to go ahead and get started on that. And we'll have Susan do that on a 9+. 9. Okay. 7F. We'll call it the 7F ESIS. Endo steel internal structure. Oh. Okay, that's going to take a little bit, and while we're at it, the Clint is also part of, oh. The Jenner is in Ryukyu Lance, the Clint is in Aleutian Lance. The Clint wanted to go with endo steel as well. And that's going to save us 2 tons. We could spend, well, we're maxed out on armor pretty much. We definitely want to include a tag. We've got another medium laser's worth of weight, so I think we're gonna go ahead and throw in another medium laser. We'll swap these 2 ER small lasers to the left and right side torsos. We'll put the medium laser in the center torso and the tag in the center torso. And that's going to take us the better part of 60 days or more. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll have... Who else is an engineer? We'll have Ediborg. Ooh. That's going to tie up Ediborg for a very long time, and that's only on a 9+. Do we have anything else? No, even a veteran with a is gonna be a 10+. Cancel. We'll remove the medium laser. That's gonna have to be a heatsink, to be honest, just so that we can fire some of this stuff every turn. We've got a double heat sink. We'll move that to the right torso. We'll move this to the left torso. ER large, 2 ER mediums, 2 ER mediums, tag ER medium, or ER smalls, I mean, on the sides. 31.8. Okay, yeah, we'll have Ediborg get started on that. That'll take her a good long time. We'll call that the Kevin Mark 5. Okay, next up was the Ostrock. We want to go into the hangar. We want to pull the Ostrock out of mothballs. It is currently the Mark 7, which has double heat sinks and pretty well maxed armor. Hey, you're here! Glad you could make it. I wasn't sure if my chat room was loading properly until just now, but yeah, it looks like everything is copacetic. We are 14 minutes in at the moment. It's okay if you blame the wife. I don't mind. She's off the hook. If she had something that she needed you for, then by all means. I'm sure it was more important than my silly little stream. We are going to activate the Ostrock. We'll have Halima. No, Halima's doing maintenance. We'll have Kazuko. Kazuko's doing maintenance. Okay, who can we have? Susan's doing a refit. Shasa. We'll look for Shasa to pull it out of refit or out of mothballs. Where's Shasa? Okay, where's Shasa? There she is. Okay, 420 minutes. That's weird. Okay, well, it'll be tomorrow before the Ostrock is finished activating. And I don't know why. Shasa should have had her full-time available, unless... Did we do repairs before we shut down yesterday? I don't think we did. Anyway, let's go ahead. We'll advance the day. We'll check the command center to make sure nothing happened while we weren't looking. Jump ships spent 24 hours recharging drives. We spent 9 hours in transit to jump point. We're at the jump point. It'll take us another couple days to charge up our jump drives enough to jump to wherever we're going next. We got a birthday. We've got Ben Speth celebrates 3 years with us today. We got a couple more birthdays. We got maintenance on the Daishi. Transit goes up from B to A. That's always nice to see. Speaking of C's, I am seeing still a couple medium pulse lasers that could be better, an ERPPC that could be better, a left leg that's still at quality level C. I've got an armor for the center torso rear if I had to guess. But it is a work in progress. The Timberwolf N Mark V is looking pretty good, other than one of these double heat sinks, it looks like. The Ostrak is activated, so now we can go ahead and we can start refitting it. We're going to be, this is going to be a brand new refit. And we're going with endo steel structure, of course. That's going to save us 3 tons. That'll give us enough for... I think what I'm going to do is half a ton of armor. Oh, yeah, we'll go full armor on the arms just to protect those side torsos a little bit better. We'll do a small laser, a medium laser, and that tag. We'll put the small laser. Ooh, it's gonna be hard to make this thing symmetrical like this. We'll do the tag and the medium laser in the center torso. We'll do the small laser in the right torso. And that's going to take us 30,000 minutes. We'll get... Loni can do that on a 10. So we'll have her do that. We'll call that the Ostrak Mark 8. Okay. So now... Okay. Okay, so birthdays and anniversaries, maintenance. The Jenner in 57 days, the Archer in 13, the Clinton 65, the Archer in 6. We've got Copperhead Thumper ammo, Copperhead Long Tom ammo on the way. Thumper ammo, we got LRM-5 semi-guided ammo on the way. We've got LRM-15 semi-guided ammo on the way, LRM-10 and LRM-20. So yeah, that was everything on our procurement list, and it looks like Fox picked up the last set of LRM-20 semi-guided ammo, and that will actually be delivered in 3 days. Excuse me. And then the Ostrak will be ready in 63 days, so that is not going to be ready in time for our contract. We are, in fact, going to have to... Okay, so we've got Tethys Lance available. Aleutian Lance is not available. Galatea Lance is waiting on the Cestus, which will be ready in 11 days, supposedly. The Jenner in 57 days, so Ryuku is out. Tonga is fine. Mariana is fine. But Galatea is out. Aleutian is out. And sorry, it seems like the airport is still a bit active today too. So yeah, you might hear a little bit of planes going overhead. So we got Mariana, Tonga, and Ryuku. No, wait, not Ryuku. Not Ryuku. Okay, so we've got Mariana, Tonga, and Tethys are ready to go. Or will be ready to go by the time we get there. given that it's a 7-month contract, I don't think that's going to be a huge problem. We do have plenty of time to get this ball rolling. But for now, I think that is all the refits that we need to get going. The cestus, 11 days. I'm not seeing the cestus on this list. $11 days. Let's see if that goes down to 10. It does not go down to 10. Okay, so we're not actually working on the cestus. Okay, so we've got a couple birthdays, we got some ammo arrived, we got the jump ships still charging their drives. The Ostrak and the General will be ready in a couple months, the Archer will be ready in a couple weeks, the Archer will be ready in less than a week, and the Clint will be ready in a couple months. Okay, so briefing room 0405. Okay, so we've got 30 days until the start of the contract. That'll mean that we've got the Ostrak, the Jenner, and the Clint ready after that. So the Jenner and the Clint are the only ones that should. There's a Clint. Okay, the cestus. Cestus we're gonna have to figure out. Why is it not? Okay, so the cestus, since that wasn't making any progress, we went ahead and finished that. That is working the 260XL engine, 14 double heat sinks, pretty much max armor. Yeah, no, that looks like max armor. We've got the medium pulse and the ER large and the Gauss rifle, all clan tech, as well as another large laser and a medium laser and another medium. Okay, so not sure what we were doing with that, but it doesn't look any different than I remember it being, other than maybe the ER large laser is now a clan ER large laser. Yeah, I think it has an extra medium laser. I think we were just swapping out the ER large laser and a medium laser for the inner sphere variant. Okay, well, either way, I don't know why it was taking 11 days and hung up there, but that is how it is going to go down. We've got the Archer ready in 5 days. Let's go ahead and advance. We've got the jump ships. We jumped to Balinier. We got Private turn 35 today. Loni Tanaka is working on the Ostrak. Susan working on the Jenner. Malcolm and Tamalika working on Archers, and Edeborg working on the Clint. So let's go ahead. I don't think there's much going on between now and the time that we get there. We've got birthdays, we got some education issues, we've got some ammunition arrived, and we got some refits. Oh, didn't mean to click that button, although I did click it earlier, and I don't know if I saved the game after I did that. Okay, yeah, all of our soldiers have been advanced. I did that off camera, I forgot to mention that earlier. But yeah, all of our soldiers are going to have spent as much XP as they can on their small arms skill. We've got 24 hours recharging their drives. We've got some birthdays. We've got some ammo has arrived. We've got the Ostrak in 2 months. We've got the Jenner in almost 2 months. We got the Clint in about 2 months. Actually, 61 days, depending on the months. March and April, yeah, that's exactly 2 months. We got some more ammo arrived. We got some more refits working. Natasha Kato turned 2. We got some birthdays. People turning 32 and up. some birthdays, some refits, couple birthdays, more refits, still going on. Another couple birthdays. We've got the archer ready in 4 days. Oh, did we already finish the other archer? Oh, yeah, Ash's archer is done. It is now a 585 with 8 medium lasers and 2 hatchets. She is currently rocking the Man of War, but we can put this guy back in storage. Okay, we've got the other archer ready in 3 days. Archer ready in 2 days. Alright, Fox will be ready with that archer tomorrow. We got some birthdays. Kazuko celebrates 7 years with us today. Alright, the archer is complete, the 2 SRM. Yeah, with the 350 XL engine and 10 SRM4s with 4 tons of ammo. It's now a 5.8 movement profile, so it's going to have a much easier time getting in close. It does probably increase its battle value by a significant amount, but it's probably worth it to make it more useful. So we've got the Ostrak, the Jenner, and the Clint ready in a couple of months still. We got some tandem charge ammo has arrived. We got some SRM4 ammo has arrived. We got 43 days on the Jenner. We've got 405. We've got 13, about 18 days left before we can start the contract. Okay. We've got Tentacle Shogun celebrates 6 years with us today. Does he get an award for that? I don't know. I don't think so. Let's go active personnel first of all. I did send a message to Tsubasa asking him how he'd want to spend his XP, and he hasn't gotten back to me yet. Hoser is 4 points away from 40 XP, so we could be looking at something for that. Other than that, hold on. I feel like we had more XP that we should be trying to spend. We've got Rangato, Hikari Ono, doesn't really have much of anything to spend his XP on right now. We could do small arms, we're saving it for navigation. You know what? We're saving it for navigation. That's what it is. Guillaume has 40 XP. He can now become an elite tech. Elite field gunners. I don't know. Venisa's at 38. Lots of people are at 38. Do we have any greens or regulars above 30? Septi. Can become a veteran mech tech, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Martin, who is a 3-4, could maybe... You know what? We could make him a 3-3, but do we want to? Let's get him another point of edge, I think, is what we're going to do for now. And edge is now in their ability scores, so that's cool. Let's see, we've got a mechanic with 24 XP. I love how they color-coded the skill level. That does make it a lot easier to find people who need to be promoted. Tech Arrow, now an elite. Or veteran, I mean. Bessie Caesar, 4/5 pilot with 2 edge, not piloting anything with 23 XP. Might save up for another point of tactics or perhaps strategy, but for now we're gonna hold off. Vessel crew member we can spend on tech vessel, making them a veteran. Regular mechanic, we can do the same thing. Tech mechanic to veteran. Bogomil is now a veteran mechanic. Ethan Ziaway, now a veteran aerotech. Riempier is now going to be a veteran aerotech as well. And there goes the AC again, of course. Let's see, vessel crew member with 21 XP. We can spend that on tech vessel. Regular mechanic, we can have that go up to veteran. And I think that's about all the XP that we've got to spend right now. Unless... Okay, Bessie with 23 XP, we're gonna hold off on that for right now. Freeborn vehicle crew member, we're gonna go with piloting on that one. And we're gonna go with piloting again. Go with piloting again. Nope, we can't. Okay. Nian, who is a 4/5, or I should say a 5/4 pilot, Trueborn Mech Warrior. Let's go ahead. Turn that gunnery into a 4/4. So that's going to make you a regular. Freeborn vehicle crew with a 7 gunnery. Gunnery, yeah, we're gonna go there. Harry Fielday, who is a 5/5 pilot. 3/6 pilot. Okay, so you're about to become a veteran real quick. Aztec with 10 XP. Let's see if we can't. You know what? We'll go Tech Mech. Vessel Gunner. Okay, and then after that, yeah. Oh, wow. That's all the green people we have in the entire unit. We've got plenty of regulars. Plenty of veterans. We got a lot of veterans. We got plenty of elites. And we've got some heroic and legendary guys, which I think it's kind of cool that they now differentiate beyond elite into heroic and legendary. I think they might have made it a little too easy to become a heroic. 2/2 is all it takes. I mean, elite is 2/3, so heroic is it only like 1 better? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Hikari Ono has XP, Stephen Wharton has XP, Edan Gato has XP, but we are going to wait and see how they want to spend those. Alright, let's advance the day. We've got a couple birthdays. We've got a couple modifications still working in progress. The Jenner in 41 days, and that's probably going to be probably going to be longer than 41 days, to be honest, because that was like a, what was it, like a 9+. We've got some tandem charge ammo in. We got some SRM4 ammo in. We've got some refits ready in 40 days plus. We're jumping to grouse. We're at the jump point to grouse. Couple birthdays. 12 shots of SRM4 tandem charge ammo have arrived. 39 days on those refits. 38 days on those refits. A lot of recruits are celebrating 3 years with us today. Why are they all recruits? Recruit. Private, corporal, private. We got some SRM4 ammo and some tandem charge ammo, 4 tons of each in. Susan, are you not? Hold on. XP, skill level, profession. Okay, Fox and Veronica, Guillaume need to become master sergeants. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, yeah, so Master Sergeant Loney, Susan, and Master Sergeant Edeborg, okay. Lieutenant Ronald Searle celebrates 8 years with us today, so he would have been hired March 24th of 3045, which I think was right after we started. Oh, he's an aerospace pilot, that's why. 37 days and counting on the Jenner. 36 days and counting on the Jenner. A couple more tons of SRM4 tandem charge. A couple birthdays. Moving on to 54% charged. 4 more tons of tandem charge ammo have arrived. Jenner in 35 days. Jenner in 34 days. Another ton of SRM4 tandem charge has arrived. We've got some birthdays. We got some people wanting to drop out. Maintenance on the Archer SRM. The 350XL engine has improved to quality B. The hand actuator is still quality B. The lower arm actuator is quality B. The upper arm actuator is quality C. The left leg is quality C. The right arm is quality B. Okay, so it's a work in progress, but it's coming along pretty nicely. The Jenner in 33 days. All the tandem charge ammo? Yes, especially on that Archer. I did order, I want to say, quite a lot of it. That's going to be after the M's, so let me scroll down a little faster. Yeah, we're sitting on quite a lot of tandem charge ammo for the SRM4s. And it is nasty stuff. Yes, it is very effective. Love it. Alright, Jenner in 33 days. And we'll be ready to start this contract in about a week. %charged. Hoser celebrates 7 years with us with 36 XP. Okay, that's not quite enough for anything. Sergeant, corporal, corporal, sergeant, privates. A couple tons of SRM4 Inferno ammo have also arrived. The Ostrock in 38 days, the Jenner in 32, the Clinton 40 days. We are jumping to Baker 3 today. We are 8 days from the planet side. We got some birthdays, we got some anniversaries, we got some more birthdays, we got some Inferno ammo arriving today. The Jenner will be ready in 31 days, so about a month, if we're lucky. Nothing doing that day, nothing. Oh, combat action? No, we are skipping all. Oh, yeah, skipping all should be fine. Combat action is the name of that one. Let me see if I can't. What? That was combat. What again? Oh, it's combat action. Okay. A dropship has appeared in the unit market. Oh my. 44 people have gained vocational XP. Some spacemen, some privates, some recruits. Okay. Dropships in the unit market, you say? A Leopard CV and an Excalibur. Oh my. The Excalibur weighs 16,000 tons. Has one 90-ton heavy vehicle bay, 12 tons of infantry bay, and 440 tons of cargo space with no doors. For a 20% markup, I don't think that's what we're interested in. It doesn't have the cargo space that we're looking for, and we're not planning on taking it into combat. As far as that goes, do we have any mechs at all in the... No, we don't. Fire engine, combat support, bridge layer, battle mech recovery vehicle for 500,000 C-bills. We could maybe grab that if we wanted to. I don't see anything else that's really interesting. Okay. Petra was unable to use connections to find better contracts. We've got the Jenner in 29 days. We've spent about 3.5 million on parts and fuel and food and stuff like that, and salaries. That is April 1st. Let's move on to April 2nd. Ostrog, Jenner, Clint, still work in progress. Moving on to the 3rd. Jenner in 27 days. We've got a couple birthdays. April 4th, we are now in destination system. 3 days from planet. Okay. Scarponi turned 36 today. Nice. He's got 36 XP. Nice. I don't know if we want to use that on, let's see, Galatea. I think Vernita's in bold because she's the unit commander. In which case she should probably have... Where's Vernita? Oh, that's right, she's a mech tech as well. support. Utility, strategy, yes. Strategy for 10, and then maybe tactics for 20. She's already a 2-3 pilot in the Cestus. Melee specialist, melee master, small pilot, hopping jack. We could save up for jumping jack, but the Cestus doesn't have jump jets. Train master frogman, multitasker. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for tactics. Because she is the unit commander, I think. Okay. 8 and 7, 8 and 7 with a point of leadership. Actually, you know what? That might have been a mistake, but I think we're gonna rock it anyways. Alright, Jenna ready in 26 days. We got the contract starting in 4 days. Star Colonel Emma Chistu of Clan Jade Falcon calls to the forces of the Challenger Deep. You stand with no legend, no rank, no scars. We have made our bid. Respond and show us what lies beneath the silence. Is this some kind of joke? You do not deserve the honor of a trial. It's not like I have much choice. Well bargained and done, or our battle will be legendary. If you accept the batch-all, MekHQ will simulate the bidding process before each scenario. The clan forces will bid away units until they are left with the lowest number of forces they believe can conquer yours. Even when accepting the batch-all, fighting clan forces, especially as the Inner Sphere, can be very challenging. If the contract starts turning against you, remember this. It's better to lose the contract than lose your entire campaign. Never let your pride stand in the way of keeping your personnel alive and your mechs intact. If you refuse the batch-all, you'll face the full might of the clan war machine, a true challenge for those with the guts to try it. Our battle will be legendary. Then speak through action, the clan is watching. Oh, I just thought of something. Let me check on one thing real quick. Hold on, I'll just be 1 second. Okay, I just didn't want to get an angry text about the back door being locked when I told her not to come in through the front door. Okay, so the Clint ready in 25 days. We are 2.12 days out. Colonel, our records indicate that there are pregnant personnel assigned to combat duties. I better take a look. Who got pregnant? Oh. Ingen Wilson got pregnant. Okay, well, you are now a dependent. And Private Adele will take your spot. Okay, so that shouldn't be a problem. I wonder why we didn't get a notification saying that someone got pregnant and they were in a combat role. I would have handled that before the pop-up. We are 1.12 days out from planet. We've got the Jenner ready in 24 days. Everyone else is going to be ready. Well, I mean, the Jenner and the Clint are going to be ready in about a month or two. The Ostrak will be ready in about a month, but it's not part of our TONE at the moment, so that's not going to slow us down. Let's see. 0.12 days from planet side. Some birthdays. Jump chips fully charged. We have reached Baker 3. Fox turns 41. Maintenance on the Leopard. The Leopard remains to be pretty good, other than the armor, apparently. For the TONE. Let's see. We've got the briefing room. Wait. Hold up. We're required to have 36 combat elements. That's... Wait a minute. Wait just a flipping minute. 36 combat elements? We don't even have that many things in our TONE. We've got 6 lances. We've got 2 lances. 2 wings. 3 lances. We've got 3 lances of infantry. How are we supposed to come up with 36 units? What the heck? We're short by 10, and that's including, like, everyone. Hold up. Okay, okay. And I've got welcome to the chat room again. So if you've been trying to chat with me and I haven't seen it, I do apologize. Apparently I was disconnected. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to... no. Not that. We're going to edit the mission. We're going to change this to 6. Because that's how many combat elements we have. Cancel. Okay. Okay, so now I know you can't really see that very well behind me, but okay. So we need 3 in the front line. That's front line is for minefields. Seeing a lot of VODs created. Well, I'm only recording 1 recording. So I don't know if like I've got bad connection to Twitch or what. It keeps saying welcome to the chat room, but I'm still only showing 55 minutes on the stream, so I don't... might have to call this one early, guys. Actually, we'll probably have to call this one early because I do have plans after this. And things are looking kind of glitchy, so you know what? New scenario-based defense will occur on 4/10, so 2 days from now. Locate and capture or destroy designated facility, designated facility, designated facility, maintain and control of designated facility 0604, 0607, and 0306. 604, 607, 306. Okay, that's those three. Oh, we've got 4 sectors. Oh, criminy. I might have to take a look at this contract. We've got 4 sectors to go through in 7 months, was it? Yeah, 7 months. And we've got a data center under attack in 2 days. We have to maintain a victory point above 12, which we have 0 right now. Briefing room. Okay. Okay. So, for this mission, we've got allied base defense. We've got a medium sniper, heavy flak, medium shredder, light missile, and light shredder turret. We've got enemy op 4. We've got a Loki prime, a Dragonfly prime, a Ryokan D, and a squad of elementals with a 2-3 at the helm. All of them are 2-3s, actually. Ouch. We've got reinforcements. We've got a Vulture C. We have allied artillery. We have allied ground reinforcements. We've got a Wyvern, an Orion 1K, an Orion 1V, and a Crusader 3D. Against 5 enemy mechs. We've got reinforcements. Well. I'm wondering if 50.11 has fixed the issue where we weren't able to load our saved games mid-battle. If we are able to load our saved games, it seems to have calmed down a little bit. They bid away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. And the reinforcements bid away 4, including 2 Timberwolves, a Summoner, and a Battle Cobra. Jeez, this could have been a nasty mission. 2 Blackhawks, Loki, 2 Ryokans, another Vulture, a Nightjeer. What's a Nightjeer again? Pretty nasty if I recall. Yeah, we will definitely be using their honor against them. So they've got 10,700. $10,700. I think the closest thing we have is going to be probably 14, 14.5, 12 minus the Clint. So like 9. Bonus the Griffin and the Phoenix Hawk. Is that going to be enough to change the fate of this battle? Or do we want to go a little heavier? Galatea's 14.5, Ryukyu is 7.7, it's a bit light. Tonga's 14.7, so that's a bit heavy. Mariana's 13.9, that's the lightest one we have that's above 10, I think. I think we're gonna send Mariana Lance on that battle. We'll see how it goes. That'll occur in 2 days, so let's go ahead and advance to Saturday. Maintenance on the Union. We got refits ready in 3 weeks. Moving on to the 10th. Birthdays, data setter, Allied Defend is today. Deploy a force. A of O. We're going with Mariana because they're at full strength. Oh, we can actually pull in. Who do we want to pull in? Maybe the long time. No, we don't have tag yet. Maybe the Stalker or the Man of War. I'm thinking the Stalker. Yeah. Yeah, we'll bring in the Stalker. Okay, so we've got Earl in the Maki, Victor Rama in the Black Knight, Petra in the Banshee, Nair Limbrick in the Daishi, and Tuyu in the Stalker. Alright, hold on. Let's return to the launch bay. Base defense, we're deploying in the center. We've got a map 35 by 35. Daylight clear, light gale, so missiles are going to be at a disadvantage. It is, at the same time, this is not just about survival. You're to destroy at least 50% of the enemy forces. The victor will control the battlefield. Additional hostile mechs are approaching the area. Our allied artillery units will support your deployment. Allied ground forces are approaching the area. Preserve 25% of the turrets. Destroy or rout 50% of the OPFOR. Preserve the base defenses. Okay. Commence drop. Oh. No. Ignore that. Okay. They're bringing a grand total. Oh, they're starting at the edge. And they've got reinforcements starting at the south. Okay, the Vulture is starting at the south. So those 4 starting at the edge. The Ryokan, the Dragonfly, and the Loki. The Loki has 2 ER-PPCs, 3 ER mediums, and 2 machine guns. The Ryokan has 2 LRM-20s, 2 SRM-2s, and a NARC. The Dragonfly has 2 medium pulses, an SRM-4, and 2 machine guns. The Elementals, of course, have SRM-2s and machine guns. The Vulture has, a Gauss rifle in each arm. So that is going to be nasty. With the 3-4 pilot, so at least it's not a 2-3. Let's check out the map. Oh. Our turrets are not going to be able to deploy. Welcome to the chat room. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, we're gonna have to do this without turrets. We'll deploy minefield here. full strength. And we'll deploy a minefield here, full strength. And we'll hope that they'll come at us from the north. Although I think their reinforcements are starting in the south, aren't they? I forgot that. Okay, well, we're starting in the center. Okay, we'll shrink this down just a little bit. Okay. So, we've lost initiative. Oh, they rolled an 11 plus 3. We rolled a 6 plus 1. Okay, so we're going to probably continuing to lose initiative on this battle. We'll start with the Banshee in this corner with partial cover from all those sides. Okay, they've got the Martini, the Elementals over here. Okay, Nairn in the Daishi has an LB-10X, has 2 RPPCs and a Gauss rifle, so we can start here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start there with the Daishi. Oh, there's a medium down here. They've got Fastener in the Dragonfly with 2 medium pulses and an SRM4. We'll have the Black Knight deploy here facing south, or no. 1, 2, how fast is he? Like 812, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so he can get to there next turn. So we'll start here. Let's see, the Stalker. We'll start down here, or over here. Partial cover on both of those sides. Aimbot. Aimbot, really? And the Ryokan with the LRM-20s. Yeah, he's really called Aimbot. Let's see, the Ryokan is a 6-9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can start here. Actually, we'll start there and we'll walk 1, 2, 3, and I'll give him head kicking distance to us, but I'm not too worried about that. We're gonna knock him down anyways, right? Alright, Thumper and the Ballistas and the Karnov transport artillery are all firing. Okay, so 2 Thumpers and 2 Snipers. Let's see. Stalker will move to here. Petra will move to here and try to take out those, yeah, the infantry, the elementals. That's the word I couldn't think of. Let's see. Earl against Aimbot. We're gonna walk forward 3 hexes. Oh, Indomitable is down here as well. Indomitable in the Loki with 2 ERPPCs. Okay, so the Black Knight maybe needs to worry less about the Dragonfly and maybe more about the Loki. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll take the partial cover. We won't run. That'll give him short range on us with those PPCs. But does he have the heat sinks to use them? He does not. Okay, so he'll be able to fire them both, but he won't be able to recover the heat from it. Alright, come on, aimbot. what you gonna do? 6-9 movement profile. And a Ryokan with the 2 LRM-20s. 2 SRM-2s. Oh, Fastener decided to come and chase down the Black Knight. Daishi. Yeah, we'll go there so we can hit him with a couple ERPPCs. He does have the range advantage on us, especially with Indomitable, with those ERPPCs out to 7 hexes. But we're hopefully going to concentrate fire on him enough to where we can... Okay, let's start with Petra. Oh, we got him on 10s? That's not great. Go 1 heat over on 10s and 12s. We'll go 10 and a 10 and a 12 and a 12. Alright, Earl's got a 15 and a 10, right? Yeah. Daishi has a pair of, or a trio of 15s. So yeah, we're gonna go with an 8 and an 8 and an 8 and a 10. Let's see. Earl, with his ERPPC, we've got aimbot on a 7 and on a 9. And a pair of 9s. And a pair of 11s, I think, or a bunch of 11s. I'm not gonna roll up any heat on 11s, but we might land a hit or something. Black Knight at aimbot, we've got him on 5s with the PPC and the large lasers. And we've got him on a 3 with the medium pulse, and we've got him on a 7 with the 2 mediums. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright, Petra missed on 10s and 12s. The Stalker hit the Dragonfly in the right torso with an ER large and an ER large glancing blow. With a 12 and a 10. Nice. So that's 8 internal structure remaining. Both ER mediums miss on 12s. The Loki hits Petra in the right torso with an ER PPC. That costs her half her armor there. Daishi hits the Dragonfly in the right arm with a glancing blow down to 5. Missed with everything else. The Dragonfly at the Black Knight hits him in the right arm and the right leg for 7 each, down to 17 in both of those locations. Machine gun to the right torso down to 22, and 3 SRMs to the left arm, left torso, and right arm down to 15 on that right arm. Our Maki missed with the ERPBC on the Ryokan, hit with the LB-10X using partial cover, goes to the right leg, which is behind cover. Dang. The Black Knight hits the Ryokan in the left arm for 10 and the left torso for 8 with the large laser. Medium pulse to the center torso down to 18. Medium laser to the center torso down to 13. The Ryokan narcs the Black Knight in the left arm and then hits the SRM-2 to the left arm and left torso. And the SRM-2 to the right arm and the left leg, which is behind cover. LRM-20 deals 5 to the left torso down to 15 and needs a 6 to hit on the other one and rolls a 2. Dragonfly needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 6. Ryokan needs a 4, gets a 6. Black Knight needs a 4, gets a 10. So no one's taking more than about 20 damage this turn. Why has Fastener got a red dot next to them? They're not building up any heat. Okay, yeah, I'm confused. Okay, so Black Knight at Fastener, we can dodge. He still kicked us in the right leg for 8. Barely. but did not knock us down. We're down to 9 armor on that right leg. Dang, that goes quick. The Loki is up to 6 heat. We're all running at 1 or 0. They've got reinforcements deploying on round 6 and round 5 apparently. We need to take them out before then. Thumpers will all be landing next turn. Let's see. The Stalker will advance at a run. Petra. Petra will advance at a walk up to there so that we can take some shots at those elementals and maybe start moving our way kind of this way. Indomitable, which is the Loki, has advanced to there. Earl can get within 3 hexes, which is medium laser range, which is good for us. We won't be able to use our leg lasers, but you know, that's what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Next is gonna be the Daishi. Oh, aimbot getting in the Earl's face. We might be able to use our lasers actually, after all. The Daishi would like to walk forward at a 1, 2, 3, 4 walking pace. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll try to knock aimbot down before they can kick us in the face. Let's see. Fastener has yet to move, and then our Black Knight has to move. Okay. Any day now. Are we hung up? Oh, there it goes. Oh, Fastener has moved quite a long ways. Black Knight. We'll get in close to aimbot. Terrain takes damage. Terrain takes damage. No actual damage. Yeah, the mechs are slow today, especially Princess deciding how she's going to move. Okay, so the Stalker has the aimbot on 8s with the large lasers, and 10s with the ER mediums, and a 12. And you know what? We'll throw in some LRMs, actually. You know what? We'll skip the medium on a 12. We'll do the ER, the ER, ER. And then we've got some 8s. We'll go 4 heat over for those. Petra has Martini on 9s. Has Fastener on 8s. So yeah, we'll try and knock down Fastener with a couple PPC shots. And then Ultra AC 10 on 8s. That's worth 6 heat. And there goes the AC, with 40 minutes left in the stream today. We'll see if we can't finish this up real quick. Let's see, the Daishi has the 2 PPCs, so we've got Aimbot on 6s, we've got Indomitable on 6s. Indomitable is, I think, the biggest bad with the 2 PPCs. Aimbot only has 2 LRM-20s. I tried doing it like this, maybe. How's that? A little better? Okay. Daishi at Aimbot or Indomitable on 6s? Actually, we can't put that there because that covers up my buttons. Okay, well, Indomitable on 6s. Let's try and knock him down. We've got 2 PPCs, we've got the Gauss rifle, and we've got the LB-10X. And we'll throw in a medium pulse on a 6 just to go 4 heat over. Earl at Aimbot, we've got him on 7s. We'll skip the ER mediums, we'll do the ERs in the legs. The left arm, we'll skip the right arm, right? No, the LB-10X is in the right arm. You know what, there's no point not to fire the right arm gun. We'll go heat neutral to keep the ER mediums quiet. The Black Knight will skip the PPC on a 6, and we've got the larges on 4s, medium pulse on a 2, and the mediums on 4s, and the small on a 6. Okay, the Loki hits the Black Knight in the right arm, right leg, and left torso with ER mediums. Down to single digits in all of those locations. Right leg is down to 2. Streak 2 hits with all 6 to the right torso times 2, center torso times 2, and each arm times 1, down to 4 on that right arm. The Stalker missed on 8s and 10s, did land, landed 13 LRMs to the left arm, left leg, right arm. Okay, down to 4 on the left arm, down to 15 on the right arm, down to 22 on each leg. The Banshee missed with the PPC, did hit with the other PPC, glancing blow for 5 damage. Oh, Banshee only has... Oh, the Banshee's rocking inner sphere PPCs. Okay, so 5 to the center torso, down to 11. Ultra AC-10 missed both shots. The Dragonfly hits the Banshee in the center torso for 7, left torso for 7, down to 33 and 23. Missed with the SRM-4. The Daishi hits the Loki in the chest and the left torso with the RPPC fire, down to 2 armor and 14 structure. Gauss rifle to the right leg is down to 0. LB-10X to the left leg is down to 5. And that is 30, 45, 55 damage to the Loki. So he's going to be getting a +2 to his target number when he tries to not fall down. The Elementals fired their SRMs at Petra, landed 6 missiles to the left arm, both legs, and the center and right torso. Right torso is down to 13. The Mackie missed the Ryokan with the PPC and the LBX and the medium laser. Landed 3 medium lasers to the right arm, and left torso. Left arm takes another 5, goes internal, and the right leg is down to 17. Ryokan narcs the Black Knight in the right torso and lands 2 SRMs to the left arm and center torso, 2 more to the left torso, down to 4. And the LRM-20 hits all 20. all of which go internal to the right arm, left torso, right leg. Critting on his lower leg. And again, leaving his right arm with 6 structure, his left torso with 15 structure, his right arm with 6, and the right leg with 13 structure. The other LRM 20 lands all 20 as well to the right torso, right leg, center torso, and right arm down to 1. The Black Knight hits the Ryokan in the chest and the right torso with large laser fire down to 5 and 9. Medium pulse laser to the left arm down to 1 structure. Medium laser to the right torso and the right arm down to 0. Left arm down to left arm destroyed, transfers into the left torso, center torso down to 0, small laser to the center torso, crits on his engine twice and leaves him with 15 structure. The Ryokan took 80 plus damage, needs a 7, gets a 9. The Loki took 40 plus, needs a 5, gets a 5. Petra took 20 plus, needs a 5, gets a 5. Our Black Knight took 80 plus and took a leg actuator hit, needs an 8, gets a 5. Goes down on his center torso and right torso down to 5 and 3, or takes 5 and 3 down to 13 and 10, excuse me. Victor Rama needs an 8 to avoid hurting himself in the fall, gets a 4, takes a point of damage, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 9. Well, at least he can't get kicked. Ryokan is at 8 heat, Indomitable is at 1, the Stalker is at 4 heat, Banshee is at 4 heat, and the Daishi is at 4 heat. Everyone else is running cool. We have lost initiative again, and we are in fact going first. They have units deploying on round 5. We're at 95%, they're at 86%. Thumpers and snipers will be landing in 1 turn. Stalker is going to move forward at a run to try to close that gap. Let's see, the Daishi. What do we want to do? We'll have Petra move forward at a walk. Yeah, we'll have Petra move forward at a walk. They've already fired one of their SRMs, so they only got 1 more shot left. And that is going to be a medium range for them. Let's see. Daishi would maybe like to back up a hex or 3. Oh, Indomitable is turning and running away. We'll have the Black Knight maybe follow him. That is in his side arc, not his rear. Okay, so he's about to lose a leg and an arm. Need a 4 to get up. We can pull that off, I hope. Yes, we can. And now it's just aimbot and fastener left. With just Earl on our side. Aimbot is a 6-9. He's missing one of his LRM 20s, so he's down to an LRM 20 and 4 SRMs. Fastener has gone first. Okay, we'll have Earl. Earl might just stand still and take some shots at Fastener. Okay, our Black Knight, who's in the Black Knight anyway? That is Victor Rama. Needed a 4 to get up, gets a 7. Oh, the Thumper lands close enough to the elementals to do some damage. He takes them all down to half armor. Nice. Let's see, the Stalker. We've got Fastener on 7s, so we'll do that, and a pair of A9. And we'll do 8 heat in 8s. That puts us 3 heat over, which is fine. Petra at Martini. We got him on 7s. Or no, we'll skip the ERPPC. We'll skip one of them. We'll do the Ultra 10 on 7s. We'll do the mediums on 9s. Oh. I'll go 4 heat over. Let's see. Next we'll do the Daishi. Daishi has Fastener on 9s, has Indomitable on 9s. Indomitable has partial cover though, so we are going to go for Fastener. We got him on a 9, and a 9, and a 9, and 7s with the pulse lasers. So we'll throw in a few of those, actually. 9 heat over. On 7s. 7s and 9s. Yeah, we'll go 9 heat over for 7s and 9s. Earl at Indomitable, we've got him on 5s. So yeah, we will be taking those shots if we can. We've got him with the PPC. We got him with the LBX, actually. Let's come back to the LBX. We got him on 5s with the ER mediums and 7s with mediums. And we'll throw in some cluster munitions because those are likely to do some good crits. And then the Black Knight, also at Indomitable, has partial cover, so that's going to be 7s. Or we've got Fastener on 6s. Yeah, we'll do Fastener on 6s, and 4s and 6s. Okay, the Stalker landed 3 LRMs on Fastener's left leg, down to 16. Petra on 7s, missed with everything but a medium laser, which doesn't even kill someone. The Loki lands a PPC on the Black Knight's left arm, down to 1 armor. The Daishi hits the Fastener in the left leg and right arm with the 15 E, or no. Left leg for 7, down to 9. Gauss rifle to the right arm for 15. Transfers into the right torso, leaves it with 4 structure. Crits on the engine twice, and a machine gun. The LBX missed. Wouldn't have even hit with the cluster munitions. Medium pulse laser to the left leg for 7. Medium pulse laser to the right torso for 3, down to 1. Left torso takes 3, down to 10. The Mackie hits the Loki in the left leg for 15, down to 5 structure. Hit him in the right torso rear for 7, down to 0. Medium laser to the left arm, down to 6. Medium laser to the center torso rear, down to 3. Medium laser to the center torso rear, critting on his gyro. And the LBX to the right torso rear, the head, forcing his first consciousness check. The right leg, critting on his A-pod. Left leg, critting on his lower leg and hip. And the left leg again, down to 3 structure. The Dragonfly hits the Black Knight in the right leg, critting on his hip, down to 1 structure. Right leg again, destroying it and transferring into the right torso. Machine gun to the right torso, machine gun to the left arm, down to 11 structure. Black Knight returns fire at the Dragonfly, hits him in the left torso for 8, hits him in the center torso for 4, left arm for 7, right leg for 5, left torso for 2, down to 0, right leg for 5, down to 9, left leg for 5, down to 0, as a small laser to the right torso, transfers into the center torso, down to 5 armor. The elementals miss with their machine gun, hit with 8 SRMs to the chest, right torso critical, left torso, right leg, left torso, center torso, down to 25. Dragonfly took 60 plus, needs a 6, gets a 4, goes down, takes 4 to the chest, needs a 6 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 7. The Loki, with a gyro hit, a leg actuator hit, a hip actuator hit, and 40 plus damage, needs 11s times 4. He makes a 5 on his first one. He goes down, he takes 5 to the right arm, down to 6, takes 2 to the chest, down to 0, needs an 11 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 12. Black Knight lost a leg, goes down, takes 5 to where the right leg was, goes to the right torso, goes internal, does not crit, and 3 to the left arm, goes internal, does not crit. Vectorama takes a hit in the fall, his second hit, he needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 7. Fastener is at 3, Heat Aimbot is at 1, Indomitable is at 7, our Stalker is at 3, Petra is at 4, Earl is at 3, and of course our Direwolf is at 9 now. We have lost initiative and we are going first, basically. Snipers and Thumpers will land next turn. Wait, what was the battle value looking like? /check BV. Enemy mech reinforcements, allied reinforcements. Op 4 is at 57%. Okay. So maybe one more round if we're lucky. We'll start with, let's see, they are out of SRMs. Two, three, four, 5, 6. If he... Oof. He's got a lot of movement points and he's a good pilot, so there's a good chance he's going to get up this turn. Oh, aimbot seems to be taking off. We'll start with the Stalker. We'll go there. Actually, you know what? We'll go here. Let's see. Mackie. Would like to chase down Indomitable if we can. Petra will stand still and try to take out Martini. Let's see. The Daishi will advance at a walk. Oh, aimbot has taken off, looks like. Wait, the Black Knight will get up on a careful stand. Needs an 8. Or do we stay prone? I think we're going to stay prone. That just leaves Fastener. And Fastener, what are the objectives? We are trying to destroy 50% of them and preserve 25% of our turrets, which we're not able to spawn in because of the map that we were on. So if we can get them down to 50%, we can call it a win, and then we'll probably be calling it a night. Because as I mentioned before, I do have somewhere to be after this. Oh, Ryokan flees, Dragonfly gets up on a 5, gets a 10. Thumper misses everything. Snipers miss everything. Okay, let's start with Petra. Kind of wishing she had held on to the LB10X, but you know, that is what it is. We'll fire 1 PPC. Oh, no. Skip. We will fire 1 PPC. We'll skip the Ultra AC-10 just because ammo is hard to come by, but then we've got the medium lasers on 4s and the small on an 8. Smalls on 8s. SRMs, you know what, we'll go 6 heat over. We will go 6 heat over and try to take out Martini. Let's see. Oh, Fastener is trying to get away too. He's sprinted for a TMM of 2. Yeah, let's... we've got him on an 8. We've got Indomitable on 5s. Earl's going for Indomitable, though. We can go for Fastener. Fastener, we might be able to take him down. He is weak on his legs. He's also weak on his right side. Give me just 1 second while I let the cat out. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, we'll try and take out Fastener on a pair of 8s. We'll throw in one of the ER mediums on a 10. And the LRMs on 8s, we'll do all 4 of those. So that'll put us at 2 heat over. Earl at Indomitable. We'll skip the PPC, even though it's on a 6. We've got the LB10X on... You know what? We'll do the LB10X on a 6. We'll go for slug ammunition. We'll do the 2 ER mediums. And we'll do all the regular mediums on 6s. Do the ER small on a 6, and that puts us at 40 out of 42. Hello, little Nova Cat. The Black Knight has... Ooh, Black Knight can technically see Fastener, but we're facing the wrong way. The Daishi has Indomitable on 8s. Listen, Nova Cat. Oh, come here. We'll do an 8, and a skip, and an 8, and an 8, and a bunch of 7s. We'll go 10, well, we'll go 10 heat over on 7s. Okay, Banshee, Petra at the Elementals. Hits with the PPC, hits with a medium laser kills 3, medium laser kills 4, medium laser hits 1 and 5 is dead, 1 is dead. Battle armor is destroyed by damage. Okay. The Stalker missed on both 8s, did land an ER medium to the right arm, transfers into the center torso down to 10 structure, and LRMs to the right leg and left leg. LRMs to the right torso, transferring into the center torso, destroyed by engine destruction and gyro destruction as well. The Mackie at the Loki hits him in the right arm, hits him in the right arm again with an ER medium, transfers into the right torso. ER medium to the right leg down to 7 structure, medium laser to the right torso down to 8 armor, medium laser to the left torso down to 9 structure, medium laser to the right leg down to 2 structure, critting on his foot and lower leg. Medium laser to the center torso leaves him with 14 structure and crits on the gyro twice. Medium laser to the left arm leaves him with 1 armor. Daishi at the Loki hits him in the center torso and destroys the Loki. Yeah, engine destruction would have been nice if we didn't follow that up with a Gauss rifle to the CT, which just cored it. The Elementals hit Petra for 2 damage to the left leg. Okay, so we've got our Stalker at 2 heat, our Banshee is at 6, and our Daishi is at 10 heat. Going into round 5, they have a unit deploying. We have one initiative, and we are going last, but we have Team 2 down to 18% of their forces. So we can go ahead and call this a victory here. And yeah, we will be... Okay, thumpers and snipers miss and scatter, no big deal. Yeah, lots of CTs destroyed. We didn't leave a lot of salvage this time around. Yes, we saved the record, including salvage. Yes, we saved the GIF. I controlled the field. The Black Knight was crippled, having lost a leg. And almost lost a right arm. It's a good thing that we had that extra point of... yeah, we'll be able to recover that. Other than that, no one really took a lot of damage. Yeah, Victorama took a couple of hits falling down. The Vulture escaped. The Dragonfly was inoperable. SRM-4 and a medium and an anti-missile system in the left torso. But everything on the right side, the 2 machine guns and the 2 medium pulses are gone. We are gonna get some ammo. Is that worth it? 50%, huh? And then the Loki has a 325 XL engine, but it's cored out. ERPPC. Ooh, we want that ERPPC. We definitely want that ERPPC. Ooh, and an ECM suite and a targeting computer and an active probe? Heck yes. Okay. Sorry, Dragonfly, you are not what we were taking. We are taking the Loki. Adam took a hit. We didn't capture anyone. Petra, Tugiu, and Nairn each got a kill, so that's extra XP for them. Preserve 25%. We did technically kind of do that because they didn't deploy, so they never got destroyed. We'll call that a victory. Victorama gets a purple heart for being wounded. We will issue that award. And from here, we will save the campaign as 0410. All right, well, I think this is about the point where we're going to be calling it for the night. Virang, thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure, of course. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. If you're catching this on YouTube, thank you for that. And we will look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, have a good one, and we'll see you then. Take care. Oh, little Willie. I didn't realize you were here. Welcome. Glad you could make it.